on to hand number two. Hand number two, really interesting spot. This is during the W, the Scoop 50 rebuy 6 max, and we have some good players. Kunkel's, we recognize we've played with a decent amount. Random Crayon and Matt Bredengren also at our table. So let's check out this hand. Now, as you can see, we are really deep here. Like, Random Crayon has little less than 200 big blinds, so we're playing really deep here. So when he raises blind versus blind, there's just no chance we're folding 9-10 here in position. It's just too weak. So we go ahead and call, which is no big deal. Again, we're so deep. So the flop, we flop an open ender. Random Crayon puts out a continuation bet, and we're not trying to bloat the pot in this situation, although we can. If we make it something like 1100, he's going to call in most cases or just fold. But if he calls on the flop, if we raise, it's going to more than likely give us a free turn card if we brick. So say we raise and he flats, the turn comes a queen. He's going to check there 100% of the time, almost always. He's not going to call or raise and then lead the turn. So we're essentially getting two cards. We're getting to run the board out before we have to bet the. We're betting on the flop there, and then we're always getting a free turn, so we're able to let the board run out if that's the case. We could also flat here because it looks it basically says that we don't have a draw. It says that we have a marginal hand. We could be flatting him with ace high here. So you could flat or raise. I believe I flat here to kind of keep the pot small, and also it keeps it just keeps the pot small. I'm not trying to get in 200 big blinds with this stack. If we're 200 big blinds effectively with Random Crayon in it. If we were shorter, like 30, 40 big blinds, we'll raise call here, just trying to get it in. But being this deep, we elect to just flat. And we turn the best card possible, Jack of Hearts, which there's now a flush draw out there, but we obviously have the nuts here. So Random Crayon puts out a bet. So if we have an 8 or 7 here and he bets again, it's going to put us in an awkward spot. So he's going to be two-barreling a lot here. And he could still have air here. So if it's a good turn card for him to bet. So if we had a marginal hand, we'd probably still call as well. But instead we put in a raise, trying to build a bit of a pot, give him some room to hang himself. And he ends up calling, which sets off some alarm bells that he's got a jack, or maybe even an overpair, like queens or kings. Or he's definitely got something when he calls our raise here. River card is a 2 of hearts, which isn't the greatest card ever, but it's definitely a card where if we have an 8 or a 7, like we're representing, or a jack, it's something that we're going to check back here so often that he should be putting out a bet with a flush if he has it, because it would actually look kind of bluffy to most players, and we might raise in that case if we had air, but we happen to have a straight. So anyway, if he had a hand that was worth getting value from on the river, he should bet it here because we're going to check so often. But so he doesn't. He checks, and we put out a bet. It's a pretty substantial bet, more than half the pot, and random crayon shoves. Now, when random crayon shoves here, it he could have backdoored a flush draw and then called our raise and then shoved. But I feel like if he had hit the flush on the river, he would bet because, like I said earlier, we're checking back so many rivers that he's just never going to get value. So, based on that, we call, and he's got ace jack. Um, on the river here, I guess he assumed he wasn't good and was trying to blow me off some type of two-pair hand with the ace of hearts, since he's got there's no way I could have the nut flush here. So I guess he's trying to make us fold a two-pair type hand. But because we were following the hand from the flop through till the river, we were able to play this hand properly and make a good call at the end. Even though it's kind of hard to fold a straight there, there are definitely spots when we do. So, good hand for us.